The elevator doors slid open just as Mila Hart rushed inside, clutching her folder to her chest, breath shallow, eyes fixed on the glowing numbers above. She had arrived early again, as always, but the morning at Riverton Global was already loud. Fast and unforgiving. Voices echoed down the glass corridors, heels clicked with confidence, laughter rang too sharp. Mila stood quietly in the corner, soft brown hair pulled back, shoulders slightly hunched. Hoping, like every day, to disappear into the background before anyone noticed she was there. If this kind of quiet struggle feels familiar, pause for a second, comment what you think so far, like the video. And subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Mila worked on the 22nd floor as an administrative analyst, a role that required precision, patience, and long hours of invisible effort. She prepared reports no one remembered she compiled, fixed errors before meetings began, and left notes that saved entire projects, yet her name was rarely spoken aloud. The only person who acknowledged her existence at all was Victor Langford, the billionaire CEO of Riverton Global. And even then, their interactions were brief, efficient, and emotionless. A nod, a request, a curt, thank you. Nothing more. That morning, Victor exited his private office earlier than usual. Frustration tightening his jaw. A major deal was stalling, his board was restless, and for reasons he couldn't name, something felt off. As he walked past the break area, he slowed. Mila stood near the window, phone pressed to her ear. Voice barely above a whisper. "I'm free tonight, my love," she said softly, a small smile touching her lips. Victor stopped. The words hit him harder than any boardroom confrontation ever had. He didn't know why. He didn't even know who she was talking to. But something about hearing that tenderness, from someone he had always seen as silent and withdrawn, stirred something sharp and unfamiliar in his chest. By the time she turned and noticed him, the smile was gone. She stiffened, ended the call quickly, and offered a polite nod before slipping past him. The rest of the day unraveled. Victor found himself rereading emails without absorbing them. He caught himself glancing toward Mila's desk more than once, noticing things he never had before. The way she tucked her hair behind her ear when concentrating. The way she flinched slightly when voices were raised nearby. He felt irritated with himself, curious, and, to his own surprise, jealous. The next day, he called her into his office. Mila stood across from his desk, hands folded, expecting criticism or another last-minute task. Instead, Victor asked if she had eaten breakfast. The question caught her off guard. She shook her head. He frowned, told her to take a break before starting her assignments, and dismissed her gently. She walked out confused, heart racing. Over the next few days, the change became impossible to ignore. Victor asked her to join him for lunch in a quiet conference room instead of eating alone at her desk. He asked about her commute, about her workload, about her life. Slowly, cautiously, Mila answered. She spoke about her small apartment, her late parents, and her responsibility for her younger brother, Ethan, who depended on her for everything. She spoke plainly, without self-pity. Victor listened. For the first time in years, he felt present. Human. One evening, as the office emptied, Victor asked Mila to follow him upstairs to the rooftop garden. The city stretched below them, lights flickering like distant stars. The air was calm, removed from deadlines and titles. He stood beside her, hands in his pockets, uncharacteristically tense. He told her the truth. That he had overheard her phone call. That it had unsettled him in ways he didn't understand at first. That it forced him to see how little attention he paid to the people who quietly kept his world running. And that, somehow, she had become important to him without him realizing when it happened. Mila was silent, stunned. Victor admitted he had felt jealous, not because he had any claim, but because he realized he wanted one. He told her he wasn't speaking as her CEO. He was speaking as a man who wanted to know her beyond the office walls, if she would allow it. The city hummed below as Mila finally looked at him. She didn't rush her answer. She didn't shy away either. She told him she had spent years being overlooked, learning not to expect to be chosen. But she also said she valued honesty and respect above everything else. Then she smiled, soft but certain. "I'm free tonight," she said, echoing the words that had changed everything. "But only if this is real." Victor nodded, relief and something like hope washing over him. They walked back toward the elevator together, side by side, no longer CEO and employee, but two people stepping into something new. The doors closed behind them, carrying them downward, not toward routine, but toward possibility. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that reveal love in unexpected places. Like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and join us for the next chapter, because sometimes the quietest moments change everything.